It's another side that like wants to take more, that wants to go that one more round. Because like going that one more round when you don't think you can, that's what makes all the difference in your life. You know what I mean?
Good day and welcome to sort of, I guess, maybe, probably, very well could be the final episode of Rocky Balboa, the sixth Rocky film. And we'll talk later about what we're going to do for a wrap-up show. But yeah, how's it going? Katie, welcome back from your vacation.
Thank you. I like how you said Rocky Balboa there.
Yeah, it's funny. I hesitated because we have an email regarding the title, and I was like, "What do we call this movie again?" It's just Rocky Balboa. Yeah.
Are you saying that you're asking why I went to Antarctica, Ryan?
Why did you go?
Why did I go? That's what I was told.
Are we getting paid?
And I couldn't stay away.
Are we getting paid?
Huh?
Are we getting paid?
No money.
No money?
No money.
Are you nuts?
It actually costs money. Like a lot.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was very Siberia-esque.
Oh, cool.
I mean,
yeah, check out Katie's Instagram and her Facebook. Look at all the pictures. And they look like you had a fantastic time. Kyle, did you go to the Antarctica, or what did you do?
I live in Antarctica, basically. So I'm not going to go. I'm not going to spend fucking money to go see some snow. You know what I mean? I can go in my backyard and see some snow.
All right. Well, let's get into it. We have some emails and YouTube comments as we wrap up the series. Katie, what do we got there?
We have one from Rocco. He says, congratulations on completing the podcast. I just want to congratulate you all on completing such a great podcast. I'm truly humbled that you chose to feature my book as part of it. Wishing you all the best moving forward, and I'm looking forward to whatever exciting projects come next. Thank you, Rocco Mushere.
Oh, good pronunciation. I think you got it right.
You did. She did.
Ryan, did you purposely make the font really big so that I could see it better?
Maybe.
I'm old.
Oh, stop it. All right. Thank you, Rocco. We love you, and we love your father and your family. Thanks so much for great books, the trivia books. We're going to do the Rocky 3 bonus questions later, and we'll talk about the final movies when we talk about the final episode. So, yeah, thanks, Rocco. Great work. Go buy his book, everyone. The Rocky Trivia book on Amazon. Go buy it. Support Rocco.
If you don't buy that book, you're a douchebag, I think.
Oh, jeez.
That's my opinion.
So Rocco...
I have not bought it, so I guess that.
Rocco, the trivia questions for the bonus are very difficult.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, quite frankly.
I wonder how old he is now. I remember he used to be 10, but that was like a long time ago.
We've been doing this for how many years?
Yeah.
For 5 years, Rocco's been sticking it to us, and I want to know how come.
Like, I could just tell by the way he wrote that message. I'm like, you're not a 10-year-old anymore.
No, I think he's 15 now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. About to drive.
Yeah.
We have one from Victor, and the subject is Rocky Balboa rewatch plus podcast love. Don't vanish again.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Hello, friends. It's been a while since my last email. I had to track you down after you vanished from Spotify. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? You were just gone one day. Thank God for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rewatching Rocky Balboa and having a blast. One thing, though, why not just call it Rocky 6? It kind of ruins the flow. Would it really have made a difference?
No. I kind of get it where he did call it Rocky Balboa. We talked about this before, of course, where it's to signify that it's the final chapter. The idea is this: there won't be a 7. I kind of like that idea. But what bugs me about it is that he didn't call the last Rambo film John Rambo. So to this day, it bugs me. So that's why.
What's the last one called?
Well, it's called Last Blood, which isn't too bad of a title considering the first one was called Last Blood. But when he did the 4th Rambo film, the idea that was supposed to be the last one, and it was just called Rambo because initially it was called John Rambo. So anyways.
Well, he did that first. So I remember around the same time, there was, this resurgence of Rambo and Rocky. And I feel like since he called the last Rambo, then he kind of followed suit and probably thought that since the first movie in the series is called Rocky, the great bookend would be Rocky Balboa.
Yeah. So it's not a bad title.
I love it. I don't like, this is just a stylistic thing, right? So there's no right or wrong opinion on this, but my personal opinion is I hate movies with just a number after, and Rocky 3, 4, 5, 6, and it isn't just Rocky, but I hate it when it's just lazy. I like movies that have like an actual title. Now, Rocky Balboa is not that descriptive. Like, the Rambo titles kind of are a little bit more. I think they try to avoid it. Like, this is just another sequel. It's like, there's 6 of these now. It kind of reminds you of like how many fucking Rocky movies there are. Like
sure. There are what, 9?
Yeah, if you include the Creeds,
Include the Creeds, there's in the Rocky universe, there's 9 films.
So there's going to be 10. That's a great. I like that.
Creed
number.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I would say. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Okay, we'll talk. Okay.
I don't think I'm going to watch it. Honestly.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, you will.
I don't know. Maybe I
will.
When's it coming out?
It's soon. I actually don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know when it's coming out. I know it's in production. At the very least, it's greenlit.
I really, really hope there's the Dragos still in it.
Maybe he had him in part 3. Even what's his name again?
Yeah.
What's Victor's son's name again?
Victor. It's Victor.
Oh, it is Victor because he's named Ivan Drago. Sorry, yeah. So Victor is he's in part 3, which is cool. They're kind of buddies now. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
When you said the Dragos, that like for some in my mind, it'd be funny if there's like this cheesy American style sitcom called The Dragos.
I would watch it 1,000.
It's like I Love Lucy type of thing, or it's like you have like a laugh track in the back. He's like, "Oh no, the brain damage hits again." And it's like,
that'd be awesome.
Hold that thought. We'll come back to that in a bit. I've got some news potentially. Well, probably not news, but anyway. Okay, so then he says, "I have a question for my favorite boxing historian, Kyle."
Oh wow!
Rocky's record is listed as an incredible 57-23-1. That's 81 professional bouts. Ali had 61, Tyson had 59, Joe Louis and Klitschko had 69, and Larry Holmes came close with 75.
I was going to mention Larry Holmes. He got me. Yeah.
Does this explain Rocky's mental decline? That's a lot of blows to the head. And secure him as an all-time great heavyweight. I don't think anyone will come close to that number again, at least in the modern era. I know in the 1800s and early 1900s, some guys fought hundreds of bouts.
Yeah, we do know that a lot of those, especially the losses, a lot of these are probably very short fights. Not to take away from it, but like, couple 3 rounds maybe. I think Rocky, a lot of his wins were probably by KO. He's not going to get point wins very often. So not to take away from that, because it's still a fight. It still takes a toll. But I think someone like Ali, for example, he rose very quickly. He didn't take a lot of headshots early in his career. It was later in his career that he took like the heavy shots, like once he lost a lot of his speed, and he got Parkinson's because of that. So in terms of Rocky's mental decline, I would say that would almost certainly be attributable to his fights with Apollo and then Drago. And to a lesser extent, Clubber Lang too, because those fights were not as long, but he was hit real hard. But the second fight with Apollo and then the fight with Drago, those 2 things alone would concuss you beyond belief and probably explain a lot of your brain damage. So I would guess that his earlier fights probably not. But yeah, like that's an incredible number.
He leads with his head, though.
Yeah,
right. Like that's his strategy. But he is made of steel.
Yeah, Rocky, I think in that universe would probably never be considered like the best boxer to ever live, just because he's not actually that good. He more like just gets beat up and has endurance, which is like a positive attribute in and of itself. But they probably would rank someone like Apollo Creed as better than him. And I think Rocky himself would. Well, we know that he agrees with that. But Rocky would be up there. Just like Mike Tyson, people talk about, who would have won in their prime, Ali or Tyson. There's not a lot of like ranking lists or people rank Mike Tyson as like the best boxer, or in some some of them would rank Ali, but like usually there's like somebody on top that's like not even a heavyweight, like Sugar Ray, you know. So
well, actually, I think we'll get to this, but Floyd Mayweather has a perfect record, but he's just not a heavyweight, right?
It's not an exact science for judging who's the best. Like if you can go by, like you can go by record, like, okay, well, who has the most wins? That's one way, but it's like, okay, well, were they handpicked?
Right. There's no
they stood up. And I think part of it's marketing, you know, like Ali is one of my favorite fighters, but I think he had good marketing, his own marketing, where he's like, he tells you that he's the greatest enough. And he also had like a persona outside of the ring, which made him very controversial, but also very popular. It's like he kind of sold you. He marketed to you that he was the greatest. And so he'll be in the, and he does have receipts. He backs it up with like, he is one of the greatest, but
it's very smart.
Yes, it is.
Creed would say.
Yeah. It's like Apollo Creed is like he's the Ali that didn't get punched in the head as much. Yeah. What's funny, like Muhammad Ali was originally, I guess back in the day when they had the draft, you would get evaluated whether you were fit for service before given a classification. His IQ was considered too low, and he wasn't. What was it? I don't remember the number, but it was just like, no, you're too dumb, basically, to be in the military.
Wow.
And during Vietnam, once they started chewing through people enough, that the standards lowered.
Oh, yeah.
But he was reclassified to like 1A or whatever it is. But it's like, in actuality, Muhammad Ali was quite smart. Like whoever did that test asked the wrong questions because
there's different types of smart, right?
Yeah. He's maybe not book smart, but he was like very savvy and intelligent for sure. And Rocco Machete is 16.
There you go.
Oh, but you're in Canada, so you can't drive yet. Is that right?
I think it depends on the province. I think Ontario might be 17.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Louise brought up a good point here. We'll probably no longer see elite prospects have over 60 fights because nowadays their talent is evaluated very early on, and there are always going to be promoters who will scoop them up young and give them big money fights earlier than other boxers in the past, maybe. So that's a good point, Louise.
Everything's curated.
I know. It's not the same.
It's not.
You have like Alexander Usyk, who's the current champion from Ukraine. He's 40 years old. Or close to 40.
Shit, really?
Or I think he's 38 or 39.
Yeah.
He's doing great. You know, Ali, he was way past his prime at that. He did have a couple fights at that age, but it's like guys like Foreman would come out or Larry Holmes fought later. But it's like, it seems like one of the criticisms of Usyk is that, oh, you must be like had a bunch of light fights or something like that you're still kicking around at this age. But
like Dixon.
Vic goes on there, I think.
Yeah, he says a few questions about the fight. Is Paulie smoking a cigar in the corner during the main event? What?
Yeah.
He might have a cigar in his mouth.
I don't know it's lit. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll check for it. I think we're going to see it, obviously. So we'll look for the lit or not. Yeah.
And why is Rocky halfway down the tunnel when the decision is being read? What if he had won? Would he have run back into the ring to celebrate? Why are there even judges at an exhibition fight? Is that normal? Sorry, lots of questions.
They filmed Rocky winning and not winning and a draw, but the filming of him leaving was always going to be the same. Of just regardless of the result, he was just going to leave. Yeah.
I think he knew he didn't win.
But also, it doesn't matter. He went to prove this to himself, and he. Yeah, you know.
I love that. I love that he just didn't give a shit. Right. That's one of the things I love about aging, is the giving a shit really starts to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Martin said, he's like the only respect that really matters is self-respect.
That's true.
For younger people, like if you're in your 20s or something like that, that does not resonate at all.
Right.
Like you're very concerned, and probably for good reason, what people think of you.
We want to wish Rocco good luck. He has his driver's license test in April. He's driving on the road right now.
Right around the corner.
All right.
Yeah, good luck. I will say, would he have run back into the ring to celebrate if he had won? So they did film the winning, and I can't recall what.
Oh, there was.
I think he was there.
Point. He was in the ring, and they were all congratulating him. You're right. That was filmed when they were giving hugs and high fives. So that answers the question. Though the director's cut did have that cut scene where they, of course, celebrated in the ring. But yeah. But anyways, it's better as it is. I'm glad he didn't win. I'm glad he walked out and just buried the beast in the basement. Well,
in terms of judging, there are some exhibition bouts where they don't score it. I think it just depends, because I'm pretty sure I have seen exhibition bouts where it's scored.
Just so they can have a winner, but it doesn't change anyone's record. Maybe it's just sure that person won the exhibition fight.
There were in Rocky 4, right? This is just an exhibition.
Yeah, there wasn't reference to the judges, but I think with exhibitions you can kind of do whatever, more flexible, right? Because it doesn't really matter, right?
Nothing matters, yeah.
Okay, now he says, I think I speak for all listeners when I say we love you guys and can't imagine podcasts without you after this movie.
I love you too.
I'll keep listening to your individual pods, of course, but figure out a way to stay together somehow. As I say, you're the brains, the beauty, and the heart. You each have all three. Oh, sincerely, Victor, New York, USA. That's P.S. Sorry about the 2 silvers in Olympic hockey.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
But,
fuck you, Victor. You're dead to me now.
I know. He was doing so good there. He was doing so good there.
Congratulations, though, he says, on your gold medal in curling.
Well, who cares?
Obviously.
That's just the way it shakes out. It sucks for us, but what are you going to do?
Another win for the USA. They need it. Good job, USA. Before we move on to the YouTube comments, we do have a question here from Baz. This is a good question. I'm going to follow up on this myself, Baz.
Oh.
Ryan, when's that Tommy Morrison doc coming out? It was supposed to come out in 25, I think. So I'm going to reach out to Trisha, his widow. I'm probably on the cutting room floor anyways, but I'll still reach out and see if and when it's coming out. So thanks, Baz, for the reminder. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
I know we all did because it's taking forever.
So we do have some YouTube comments. One from Eccentric Views. Gladiator from 1992 would be a good movie to review.
That's the boxing movie, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a
it's
not boxing, but we're kind of cheating. Probably we'll do like an MMA movie or something. So.
That's when they do bare knuckle boxing, right?
Oof. Is it bare knuckle?
I think, is that the one I'm thinking of? I remember seeing this as a kid, like in 1992. And I swear that it was they started doing bare knuckle fighting, the Gladiators back. I'm pretty sure that's what that movie is. Oh,
I'm thinking of the newer Gladiator movie. Yeah, what's the 92 one?
It's called Gladiator. It's got the blonde-haired kid from Few Good Men. You ever see A Few Good Men? It was the one of the soldiers who's kind of adult. He's the fighter in this one. Anyways, the actor. I saw it probably when it came out. Yes, 34 years ago. I just don't remember now. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in the 2, maybe? Am I thinking of the same movie?
I don't remember that. I remember he ends up fighting some other guy who's old, but he's an experienced gladiator, and he punches the old guy in the forehead, but it's bare knuckle boxing, and it hurts his hand. He's like, forehead's the hardest part of the body.
Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in it, yeah. So I'm thinking of the right film. So Cuba Gooding's in it. Brian Dennehy's in it. Okay. So yes, after this, we'll take a bit of a break, a pause. The movie one will probably be once a month. I think once a month is just enough for us to actually watch a film, because we have to schedule watching a film. That adds a whole new level of time. Yeah, that could go on forever. 10 years, who knows?
I mean, there's so many movies.
So many movies. Yeah. And maybe sometimes we'll have more than one a month if our lives are as crazy. But this goes for everyone. We're all busy, of course, adults and with our own families and lives and jobs. So, but I think that's fair. It's 12 episodes. A lot of other podcasts do one a month. So we'll be one of those that do one a month. And it'll be fun to do these box films, which means we might be a little bit more pickier. We might try to we'll
have to figure out a way to rank them,
Yeah, maybe IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes score. Something that has a little bit more of a draw, so we're not wasting our time watching garbage. Speaking of hot garbage, Frank Stallone he's coming out with a boxing film called Enzo.
Is he in it?
He plays a mafia guy.
Oh my God.
So anyways,
I'm sure there was no funding from Sly whatsoever for this. And he did this on his own merits.
Okay. All right. So that's awesome. Oh, now YouTube comments. What we got there?
Yeah. That was the first one. The next one, Showtime Sal. Great stuff as always. Keep punching. I still wish Floyd Mayweather was Mason Dixon. LOL. Dude, me too.
I know. I agree.
I just don't like Floyd Mayweather. Maybe that would have.
Nobody does. That's why.
That's the point. Yeah. And you would have had that personality to hate.
And a body.
Yes. And a body. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Only if they got him to ad lib. Just be yourself, Floyd. We're not going to give you any lines. Because I'm I don't think he'd be good at reading lines and acting and stuff. But it's
that's true.
Floyd, just pretend this is real and just say what you would say at this point.
Sure. Yeah. And then the last one is from Marcus Zanti. This is what he thinks happens with
he's
Robert.
what do you call it? Fan fictioning a little bit of the story of Robert Jr. Okay.
I believe that Robert hooked up with Madame Dupont after the final Balboa match. She had to return to Quebec for legal reasons, and Robert accompanied her. Stumbling upon his artwork, Dupont encourages Robert to pursue his talent, which leads his artwork to Vancouver, where Robert's art is exhibited in the Vancouver Art Museum. Oh. That's where they settle and start a family.
I love that shit. That's such a great theory.
The problem is that Robert couldn't keep in touch with Rocky, as Rocky doesn't have a phone because of the aggravations it brings, and shouting out the window wouldn't be any use due to the distance. He is now a successful artist, Rob Art.
I love it, Rob Art.
Yes, kudos. Who did this comment?
Marcus Zanti.
Marcus, kudos to you for your creativity in coming up with that story. I really like that.
That's fantastic. All right. Okay, so speaking of emails, we've got a couple of voicemails. So we are going to do one final episode of this series, like of our show. So it's going to be one more round, the final episode, because we're just going to tie up our feelings on how we did and all that good stuff, and any last emails, voicemails, all that good stuff. We want to give people 3 to 4 weeks, so we'll probably wait a month at the time it's recording. That allows everyone to catch up if they need to catch up and submit their emails, thoughts, anything they want to do, and we'll make it just a farewell and then talk about our boxing podcast. We'll have more information on that and all that good stuff. So we're encouraging everyone to send in emails. It is One More Round Rocky Podcast. I say again, One More Round Rocky Podcast at gmail.com, or just comment on the YouTube video and or send us a voicemail via the email as well. And we'll make one last party goodbye to everyone. And if you even want to come on this stream when we're live to say goodbye, you can do that too. So we do record early. It's like 9 a.m. LA time when we record on the Sunday. So so join us.
And you'll know when it's over.
Yeah.
When we do a new show, I want to be on the naming committee for whatever email address we're going to use.
I'm sorry. That was mine.
We gotta shorten this shit up because people fuck up all the time spelling shit.
I have a couple ideas for the title of the podcast, but I'll run that by you guys, which will be shorter. All right. So now we're going to the voicemails. So we got a couple of voicemails, of course. Here we go.
Hey, Ryan, Katie, and Kyle. This is Michael Burgett of the Screen Nurse Podcast. Here's some thoughts on episode 17. So Mike Tyson's professional record is 50 wins with 7 losses and 2 no contests with 44 knockouts. Muhammad Ali's professional record was 56 wins and 5 losses with 37 knockouts. By the way, Chuck Wepner, who Rocky was somewhat inspired by, his professional record was 36 wins and 14 losses and 2 draws with 14 knockouts. And Antonio Tarver's real professional record is 31 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest with 22 knockouts. And I think Paulie's saying, what about that angry stuff in the basement? Is him wanting Rocky to be fighting harder to get it out of his system. And Paulie didn't think Rocky was doing that in the first round. Yeah, it's his usual Paulie way of motivation to just be bluntly saying stuff to Rocky. But we know that at the heart of it, Paulie has a good heart and he wants to motivate Rocky. And he just says it in his usual blunt manner that he does it. But we know where Paulie's coming from. But I think that's really where Paulie's trying to get Rocky to get it all out of his system and to make sure that it's gone by the end of the fight. Great work as always. Really have enjoyed listening to the journey that y'all have gone on. It's really been fun to listen to y'all's thoughts on all the films, and can't wait to hear what you have to round out the season and to round out the series. But keep up the great work, both on this series and the upcoming boxing podcast that's to come. So keep up the great work and look forward to hearing the next episode.
All right. Thanks, Michael, from the Screeners Podcast. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
What is no contest in boxing?
If something crazy happens and the fight has to be stopped and there is no winner or loser determined, I think it's like if I trip and fall out of the ring and like break my hip or something like that. They won't give you a loss necessarily, but it'll be like a no contest. Something strange has to happen. It's like not that common that a fight gets called a no contest.
But that makes sense. The fight almost didn't happen. It's
pretty much. Yeah, something like that. For example, if there's an accidental headbutt and someone's eye splits open and they can't continue, then it's ruled a no contest. So it's not considered a loss. But say you got punched in the face and your eye was split open and you can't continue, then that's a TKO.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Good question, Katie. So we got Trevor Meyer for the Trevor Meyer Show. I like how the two podcasters are the ones that know how to send us voicemails. Here we go.
Hey everyone, this is Trevor Meyer from the Trevor Meyer Show. Just wanted to say that I've been going through the back catalog as you suggested, and I really like what you did with Rocky V, comparing the work print to the theatrical version. But also, you had suggested that instead of having the fight take place in the street, have it take place in the church basement, as you call it, where he fought Spider Rico. That would have been a great middle ground. And what I thought was interesting about that idea is that the first 5 Rocky movies, Rocky Balboa kind of fits into a different category, it seems, but the first 5 Rocky movies all start with a recap of the previous movie, except, of course, Rocky, because that's the first one. But if the final fight in Rocky V had taken place in the church basement, then you would create this kind of a weird time loop where you could finish Rocky V and then go back to Rocky I, and it would look like a recap of Rocky V at first, and then you see he's fighting Spider instead of Tommy, and it would create this sort of a time loop that, you could watch it over and over again on repeat, and it would possibly resolve the Rocky quantum universe problem. So,
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing solving the quantum universe problem. Trevor.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was funny too. When Trevor said that, like good try on trying to solve that problem. So that's a fail, but it's not his fault because there's no solving it. But I do like that idea of the sort of like a concept album will have that, like a musical album will have that idea, like it'll start with a certain musical note, and when you get to the final track, it can loop back to the beginning. So I like that idea of the loop.
Yeah, like what I think I suggested for that one was that basically when that fight's over, it pans up to that picture of Jesus where the first movie started.
And then back down as Rocky I.
And then down. Yeah. So
Missed
it's like
opportunity. Hello.
I'm inventing a time machine. I'm going back to 1989 or earlier when they were planning this shit and be like, this is what we need to do.
Good luck bending Sly's ear at any point in his career. But I like it though. But yeah, there's no solving the quantum physics. Okay.
Again, very sad to hear that this show is going away. I spend my whole life looking for a Rocky podcast. I find one and you tell me it's over. But I'm going to keep going through the back catalog. I'm enjoying it immensely, learning so much about the Rocky universe. Lots of fun trivia that I've never heard before, and I've been watching Rocky for my entire adult life. So really great stuff. Keep punching.
He's a good boxer. And I felt like
that's how you win me over is quoting shit and adding quotes in that are relevant. That's my bag. So I appreciate that. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Trevor. Go check out the Trevor Meyer Show. I believe it's on YouTube as well. Appreciate it.
So I don't have Paramount Plus anymore. So Ryan, does the family Stallone still exist? Like, are they still making new seasons of the reality show?
No, I've checked. They're not.
So it was 2 seasons?
Just 2 seasons, and I don't think it was quote unquote canceled. I mean, they would do it if Sly said go ahead. I just think he's probably unofficially done.
I remember thinking, I really don't want him to do a reality show because I kind of hate it when nothing goes well, seemingly. There wasn't any scandal, I guess, with the Sly one. But did you guys hear or see that Dolph Lundgren has one? It's on Swedish TV. And it's called Dolph and the Lundgrens. There are currently 8 episodes. I'm going to have to use VPN because you have to be in Sweden to watch it. Apparently, it is talking about, so he's got 2 adult daughters, one of which is the same age as his wife. But they kind of grew up without him because they were in Sweden and he was, doing his Hollywood thing. So this is sort of just showing the new family dynamics and
interesting,
showing him kind of trying to make up for lost time and being present for his kids now. And it's, I think, in LA and Sweden.
Oh, wow.
So like, it's brand new. Like there was an episode that dropped today.
Sorry, what is the station that it's on?
SVT.
So it's not an American show.
It's Swedish. The Swedish TV. But like if you go to the website, you can play the seasons, I think, but you have to be in Sweden. Can only be seen in Sweden.
Or VPN.
Yeah, so I was going to try and VPN and see if I can watch it. But I was curious if anybody listening has heard of this or thoughts on Dolph. And also you guys, like, what do you think about Dolph doing a reality
I think
show?
it'd be great. I think he's the type of person and character and individual that it'd be very endearing watching. I think he's a good person.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like every interview I've seen with him, I feel like he has the receipts, so to speak, to be a cocky asshole. Like you'd have reason to be cocky if you were him, but he doesn't seem like that, which I always find refreshing.
He also seems very thoughtful.
Yeah.
And like considerate. And I think he maybe had as a lot of these guys, probably he maybe didn't have the best childhood,
No, I think his dad was a prick.
Yeah. However, he has gone to therapy, and it's very clear because he, you learn tools that can help you in life. And he seems like a very, just very compassionate, considerate person.
Yeah. Go to therapy.
Yeah. This big, strong man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, Jared from the broadcast in the whatever century. What up, peeps? Hey, Jared, we love you. Jared sent us a great video. Shoot, I'll have to get that ready for our final episode. So, Jared, yes, he visited the steps and he sent a video to Katie and I, and I love that he got to see that. Yeah. And Baz, we don't have an official winner yet of the trivia. We'll have that actually at the next episode. Well, yeah, we think it's Kyle. Anyway.
But it's Kyle.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Are we doing it where it's like the historic, like from the beginning, or are we like having a
however you want? You've got the spreadsheet. You just do whatever one that I at least place somewhere on the podium, But okay, so here's the Rocky 3 one. You ready to go? We're gonna do it right now.
Okay.
Oh, it's Rocky 3. Okay.
You're on Rocky 3. And EM King just says, I can't believe it's over. Yeah, almost over there. That's Rocco's dad. Of course, if I ever do a Western podcast in my life, yes, you bet that the Dollar Trilogy will be a part of that, of course. Okay, here we go. First question. What airline flashed on screen during the Eye of the Tiger montage?
Oh, I think.
Oh, was he like advertising it?
No, it's the show like when they traveled to Europe to fight. Like he KOs the German champ. I think. I'm just going to guess. I'm going to give a hint here, even though I don't know the answer. Oh, airlines were more limited back then. You had fewer airlines to choose from.
I have 2 written down.
Oh, you got to pick one.
Okay.
You got to pick one. All right. How many magazine covers is Rocky on during the Eye of the Tiger montage?
Oh, wow. This is just going to be a guess, right? Like
bonus if you can name at least 8. I didn't know there was that many.
At least 8. I could name 1.
I did just write down 3, and I'm just going to keep it there.
I'm using the hint. I'm going to use the hint.
I know what the next question is. Okay. When Rocky punched boxer number 4 in the montage, how many drips of sweat came flying off the guy's head?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what so for this one, we'll do is because we don't want for time's sake as well. Is that we won't? We might even have a more film episode next episode. That's fine. We'll just say the number, and then we all know, of course,
closest.
Yeah, it's closest.
I'm going to revise mine since the 8 thing was part of the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to revise my answer up from 3.
Yeah, I was going to go with 5 or something, so I have up mine too. Okay. What are the first questions they asked Rocky during the press conference in his locker room before the fight? And what was his answer? So kind of a question and answer. So what was the first question? I know one of the questions now. If it's the first or not, I don't know. How old is Rocky in Rocky 3? Oh my gosh, the space-time continuum.
Okay.
Do they say it?
I think they do.
But I think I know based
on they say it on the news.
Yeah.
Like the guy who interviews Clubbers, like, hard words from a hard man, which I think is an interesting way to phrase that. And then it's like Rocky at blank age seems unlikely.
What's
okay? No, I'm trying to do math.
Yeah, I have a number, but it's totally going to be. I don't know.
It's not 25. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Like how many? Because there was the Mickey year.
I think we'll get the last one. What's Paulie's response to Apollo when Apollo wants Rocky to do more laps in the pool?
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, like I would say the general response, like, yeah, okay. All right, so give me an answer. What airline flashed on screen during the Eye of the Tiger montage?
Okay, so I will say the first one that I wrote down was Lufthansa, but I don't think that's it.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Shit, I didn't think of that. I was thinking of American ones. I had one in my mind, but I don't think it's right.
I just guessed the only one I could think of.
So I put Pan Am.
I put Pan Am too, because it's like it was like back in the day. It was
Back
like
in the
Pan
day.
Am or TWA were like the two big ones.
If it's Lufthansa, I'm going to be pissed.
It was TSA apparently.
TSA? What the hell's that?
TSA.
Okay, so I put American Airline. I couldn't think of any airlines. Okay, how many magazine covers? Okay, Kyle, what's your number?
I just put 12 since he said
I put 12 as well.
I did too.
Oh, that's funny.
But I did write down 2 of the names.
So he wrote the names, so we'll have to count them now. The Ring. So someone count on their finger while I read them.
Well, I wrote down The Ring and GQ. Did you guys write down any names?
No, I didn't write it. Just a number. Just so, Katie, you count with your fingers when I read them out. The Ring, Tempo, Le Mans Vogue, Unknown, The Official Rocky Scrapbook, People, Newsweek, Inside Sports, and GQE.
So it's a 9.
Rocco, at least 8 is a 9.
All of them.
So we all get the same point. So we got a 1 point. There you go. Because we all tie for a point. It's irrelevant. We all got 0 or 1. It doesn't matter. Yeah. What was the first question they asked Rocky during the press conference? I'll answer this one. I said, "Is this your final fight? Are you guys retiring?" Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the answer is, "Yeah, this is the final fight."
I couldn't think of anything. I think
it was like, "Oh yeah, definitely our last fight."
Oh my gosh, we're all wrong. First question is, Rocky, do you feel you're in the best shape of your career?
Oh yeah. Okay, so
his answer is, "Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel real good." So we all got 0 on that. Katie, how old is Rocky? Rocky 3?
36.
Kyle?
34. Says it right there. I'll argue it if he says something else.
Okay, just relax. Let me. Kyle, come in. I said 33, and I'm wrong too, and you're wrong, Katie. It is 34.
I was trying to do real math, and that didn't.
Yeah, you can't do that in the Rocky.
That is a rookie mistake.
Yeah,
I know.
Do real math.
Go, Katie. Redeem yourself.
With a name like
to go back to. I did the same thing, but apparently
he ain't a tuna. He belongs to the gym.
Kyle's right. He ain't no
what? It's not something about with the name like Rock. You expect,
Well, that's before. That's when they were talking about swimming in the pool. He says that.
I know.
Good
I got it.
Memory, Kyle.
Kyle's killing it. Holy smokes! In these bonus questions,
I got 1.
I think I got 1. Yeah. Oh boy, disaster. All right, here we go, folks.
Started as a joke has become a disaster.
Yeah, it's true. Here we go. This is it. The last part of the episode that we left on our last episode was when Mason says, "I warned him. I warned him."
So that's right. I forgot that we actually started watching the fight.
Yeah.
His legs are going fast or already gone.
And what's truly extraordinary is that Rocky can still take it.
The Boxing Commission, which remember was criticized for licensing him, would be massacred if something happened to Rocky.
Which is why it wouldn't happen in real life, right?
Yeah. George Foreman was 40 years old, around 40, when he got back in. So it's like, that's like not too unreasonable of an age. This guy's like 60 years old.
59.
59.
However, if it's an exhibition, because
yeah.
Do you have to have a license to do it?
Yeah, you still have the license to fight. Yeah.
But don't forget, they gave him the permission to fight, not knowing this fight was going to happen. So he was just going to go do fights anyway. So they did commission him.
Doesn't matter, man. In the court of public opinion, they're going to get massacred in the press. In the court of public opinion, no one's going to be like you're right, Ryan. You're right. But I just think people don't think like that. They're just gonna be like, I can't believe they did this. Like they want someone to blame, and then guess who?
And a monstrous straight left hand. Down goes Rocky, and that could conceivably be the end of the fight.
It should have been the end of the fight.
That could be the exhibition right there, but no. Balboa up.
I don't know.
Referee Joe Cortez asks if he wants to continue, and Rocky says yes.
Even Rocky Balboa could be too brave for his own.
I mean, I'm not a boxing knowledge person, but that seems like a pretty hard knockdown.
Yeah, he did not just like a knockdown, but he did like a face plant. Like he went flying into the corner. I would think what they would have done here is they would have had like the ring doctor see if he's like concussed or something.
Sure.
They'd be so nervous about like someone this old getting knocked into the fucking corner of the ring like that.
If I seriously would be injured if I just like fell down in the ring and nobody hit me, I'd be like, oh, I'm hurt.
Ouch.
You know, and I'm
of course.
a little younger than Sly here.
Good. Dixon comes right back to try to finish it. Balboa almost went down.
Rocky actually shoves Dixon back.
As Dixon lands these brutal shots. Cover up! Open shots at close range.
Buddy, you have to go to more Rocky fights. That's not what Rocky does, man. Cover up.
Cover up.
Block.
Oh, yeah.
Right and left hands, and down goes Balboa.
That would be the end of the fight for sure.
I'm not even a professional referee, but if I was in the ring and I saw this old man go down twice like that in the same round, I'd be like, okay, we can't.
Yeah, even if he wasn't old, he was just taking shot after shot after shot after a knockdown, and then he gets savagely knocked down in the corner like that. I have seen fights where people that happens to them and they don't stop it, but I think in this case they'd for sure stop it.
Are you new? Have you seen a Rocky movie?
Joe Cortez went to the Lou Filippo School of Boxing Referee. It's a very hands-off approach.
Somebody probably new to watching us due to the YouTube algorithm. So quickly we'll answer this. Where do you rank this fight? We've sort of talked about it. It's
I love it. I think this is an excellent fight.
Yeah, Kyle loves it. Katie's not a big fan of the opponent. Long story short,
it's just not as exciting and as the other ones. Engaging.
And I'm in the middle, meaning like I appreciate Sly trying something different to make it seem like you're watching a pay-per-view. So Tim does rate. A lot of people do. A lot of people are like Tim and Kyle. This is a very highly ranked fight. Yeah. So Louise is with you, Katie.
Yep. Thanks. Yeah. Louise has got me.
I'm sort of the same. I think the Tommy Gunn fight's better. I appreciate the aesthetics being a little bit more realistic. I like that idea. Do something a little bit different, but I don't know. It just
I think this is a great fight. I think the solution here to make it competitive for Rocky was very smart. It has a good balance because like the problem with this fight is that you don't want it to be hokey, and it has a lot of potential to be hokey. And it isn't. They navigated that really well, where they show his kind of weakness there, but also his strength. And they make the circumstances right where it could be competitive for Rocky, but not like Rocky's just kicking ass the whole time too. So I think it's great.
Cut me, Paulie. Cut me.
Yeah,
that's what he's got to do.
In his fighting career,
that should do it.
That should do it. I agree.
6, 7, 8.
Now, wasn't that kind of a callback to Marianne Creed yelling, "Get up"?
Yeah.
To Rocky IV, to Apollo.
Mm.
So he's at 9, and Rocky's grabbing the ring rope, still on his butt, and they don't call him out for some reason.
Yeah.
How do you feel, man? You okay? Rocky,
We asked him if he was okay.
Yeah. You okay? Oh, yeah, I feel great. I don't see any brain damage.
Like sometimes if they're out of it, if they get hit hard enough, they don't even hear the guy say that.
No.
Sure.
And they're kind of just off. And then it's like, okay, you're...
I've never been... I can only imagine like to have your bell rung. Yeah, you're not thinking... None of these bums think straight.
Rocky waving his arms and saying he's fine. He wants to go on.
Let it go.
Funny, Tony saying "let it go" in a different context. He said "let it go" to Apollo.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a good catch, right?
Let it go.
Let it go. Now he's saying "let it go" is like lay it out on him now.
Dixon arguing with the ref there. There's can't remember the Muhammad Ali. I think it's like Jerry Quarry or somebody where it was kind of similar when he was just beating the shit out of this guy. And then he would take a break while beating him up to go to the ref. He's like, "Why are you stopping this? Like, what is what is happening here?" Anyway,
and pulls Dixon into the ropes for the second round in a row. And back comes Dixon with brutal left-hand shots. Dixon hurt his hand there.
This is Rocky's best chance right here. The champ obviously just turned his hand on Rocky's hip.
And Balboa immediately going to work to the body. Huge right hook. Balboa ripping away at Dixon's body. These are big punches.
Okay, I have an issue. This is my biggest issue with this fight. One, I don't like that he broke his hand. I get he's younger. I get he's the champion. the idea that Rocky was able to lay in all those punches because his defense was down with the broken hand, it's like, yay, Rock. It takes away from his.
Yeah, but it's a little more believable because there's no way a 6-year-old man.
This is why it's not hokey.
I know, but this is a Rocky franchise. It's not.
Yeah. I mean, we got this fight in real life, and we see what actually happens. You know, like there's no way Mike Tyson. You know, he's just old.
I know.
I remember watching this with my friend Andrew, him and I watched all the we'd have Rocky marathons together.
I love it so much.
And growing up, the VHS collection, it's like all American flag.
The
20-year
anniversary, I have it. Yes. There's only 5 films.
Yeah. And I remember when he watched this, he gave a kudos to Rocky there. It's like, this guy just broke his hand on your hip and you're still going. Right. And it's like, I get that it's like Dixon breaks his hand. And so it maybe takes away from like Rocky's only able to land these shots because Dixon got hurt, which to me personally, I think is the genius of this fight. But it also shows that like, you're a pretty tough son of a bitch if someone punches you and breaks their hand on your bones and you're still going.
I guess there's that aspect too. He's not a man. He's a piece of steel.
Piece of iron.
Piece of iron. Yeah.
Is that realistic? Because wouldn't you? Oh, yes. Everybody's got that 20th anniversary VHS.
Yeah, I think most people watching this, if they're like
into
not
Rocky,
20 years old, like have this.
The hip breaking the hand, is that more likely than your like jawline hitting its bone?
I don't know, actually. It's like, you're hitting a hard object there. With boxing, usually I think you're more likely to break your wrist than your hand, right? Because your hand is taped up and so is your wrist, and it's padded and protected. But then it's like if you punch and then you go like that, it's more likely to happen. And I think that's more likely to happen punching someone's skull right here than it is their hip. If he moves his head in a way you're not thinking and you connect and you like, your wrist goes like that, then you're going to bust your wrist. I think busting his hand's not super realistic, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. On where we're at in the movie, where Rocky's got an opportunity and he's killing it. And since we have Duke and Paulie, I really kind of wanted them to recreate them cheering and Paulie rubbing Duke's head.
Yes.
So I know it's hokey, like you said, but I'm like, I want it. Bring it.
Rocky Balboa has knocked the reigning heavyweight champion down.
You heard him, Rocky!
Line Dixon has never taken this kind of punishment in his entire professional career.
Maybe he's clearing his head, guys, but the body shots really caved in his ribs.
Balboa is thinking knockout himself.
Another counter hook by Balboa, followed by 2 more.
Dixon fires back his own hooks. Now Rocky's stunned. It's an all-out war.
War now. Get ready for World War IV.
Here's where it feels more like a Rocky fight.
Here's the music that comes in, the last battle. Sorry, I do have to mute it, but we can talk what's happening in the ring, though. So now, of course, Mason's trainer is saying, hey, how's the hand? And Mason's like, I think it's broken. This is obviously speaking to the audience that maybe a lot of people might have missed the actual injury in the ring when it happened. So they
make a sound. They make like a bone break sound, but I agree. Like,
not everyone gets everything.
The announcers say something about they say something about him hitting his hip and damaging his hand.
Well, the announcer seems to know that the hand's broken because he says that once that hand numbs up, he's gonna be able to throw that hard. I've never really heard of that, to be honest. I have a feeling that is probably true, but I think his trainer's insane. It's like, you know what? This is an exhibition fight. Let's risk your career by having you fight with a broken hand for several rounds. You're going to make that could be like a career-ending break as it is. Why are you going to aggravate it over this, right? Like, I know why Dixon would want to, because ego. You don't want to be someone. This is kind of like the thumb in the eye. You're the joke of the decade. It's like, oh God, this is actually happening now. But I think the adult in the room, the grown-ups, are going to be like, hey, guess what, man? You have a broken fucking hand. I'm ending this. I'm calling it. You probably get fired, but it's kind of like when Duke told Apollo, he's like, you're bleeding inside, champ. I'm going to stop the fight. He's like, you ain't stopping nothing, man.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Well,
because that was an exhibition too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
well, Paul laid some pipe on one of the dancers. He did not want to do that. That's the easiest exit of his career. It's like, you know what?
This is the director's cut. Are you guys noticing any differences?
Nah,
No,
I don't
none at all
think
in
the
this
final
fight.
fight. I don't think the final fight was tweaked that much. I think the director's cut for this version, unlike the Rocky 4 one, was more of just inserting scenes and maybe putting some in a different order. I don't think there was any like micro tweaking that he did for the Rocky 4 one. Yeah. So now AJ Benson comes up and says, "We lose. It's your ass. Your ass." We lose.
Yeah. I love how he immediately abandons him. Immediately, like he's so getting fired, man. I don't unless he has I guess he has a contract, but when that contract's up, he's gone.
Okay, that's a big line there. Like everyone thought this was a joke, including me. I'm kind of glad he threw himself out of the way. Hey, remember when I thought this was a joke? Here's a reminder. Anyways, but that's again is a bit of that nod to the audience as well. Like everyone thought Stallone that you doing this film was a joke, even your true fans. I was one of them. I was Robert. I thought, what are you doing, Sly? You're making a 6 Rocky film. You're 60 years old. Yeah, I admit when I get to this part of the film, I recognize, okay, it's a real film. We're good to go here. It's a good film. It was not an embarrassment. There's things that we picked out and talked about, but I'm not embarrassed to say that I saw this. I'm not embarrassed it got made. There's no reason why anyone should be embarrassed that this is in the Rocky franchise.
You would think Dixon here, though, would be just avoiding Rocky, like use his speed to like stay the hell out of his way and just keep a distance with the jab with your good hand.
That's not an exciting fight, Kyle.
Yeah. But now his hand is numbed up and now he's throwing those hard rights and probably ending his career. And Rocky's now getting the shit kicked out of him, which is no big deal because he's used to it.
What do you guys think of the black and white? But it's like black and white, but then they still show a little color.
But then the blood is still red.
His stripe is still yellow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it. But yeah, I could take it or leave it, to be honest. I like him throwing Dixon around. Like, that's his thing. He throws him in the corner and punches him, which is kind of what Clubber did to Rocky in that second fight. Yeah. When Rocky was, like, too fast, he would just, like, throw him to get him off balance. So I kind of like that he's doing it now. That ring girl there, that number 7, looks so trashy.
Maybe it's one of Angie's friends.
Yeah, Angie was looking good in the bar there. Actually.
Oh man, I'd take Angie home. I'd take Angie home. Are you kidding me? The amount of power that Rocky is laying on Mason, he shouldn't be standing up the way Drago stood up to. You know what I mean by that? That's where that believability is a little bit gone. Like I know he's older, but we all know in the Rocky universe, he can really swat, right?
Which is realistic.
The fact that this Mason guy is taking those punches with that.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's the thing about Rocky movies. In boxing movies in general is that like people take way more punishment than actual fighters take.
This is the juxtaposition. We have a realistic looking pay-per-view fight that we're supposed to think is happening in Vegas for real.
A real fight isn't as exciting as a Rocky fight.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, "Whoa, this is droning on and on." Watch Mike Tyson versus Jose Rebalta. I think I've shared that with you guys. It is absolutely insane. Mike Tyson is just teeing off on this guy over and over and over again, and he takes it. Like Rebalta's this Cuban guy, and he's like the toughest guy I've ever seen, man. And so it's like it kind of reminds me of Rocky taking these shots, or Dixon taking Rocky shots. Really,
no pain.
Sit down for a week.
You're doing great.
I'm doing better than I thought, man. Too good.
She was okay?
I've had worse.
He's been much worse.
Toe-to-toe, 1 round to go. Who would have believed this was possible?
Did you see out of that eye?
Wait, let me talk. Look at me. Don't take any more chances out there than you have to. There's nothing more to prove, Pop. There's nothing more to prove.
Good point.
Gotta go out there. I gotta go.
You can do it, Rocco.
Now that part there, okay. So I admit, when I saw this in the theaters, so Robert's on board. He's like, Dad, I love you. You've proven it. The beast is out of the basement. Like Robert's there in his corner emotionally. He's not just there physically. He's like, I'm with you, Pop. You have nothing more to prove. You've done it. And he's right. But when Rocky says, I got to go out the way I got to go out, there was a small part of me because I was there in the theaters for opening day.
You thought he died.
Yes. It was ambiguous enough that like, I don't know how this match ends. I don't know any spoilers.
Yeah.
2006. There was very little social media even back then. So I'm like,
it's the last film.
Yeah, this is the last film. He wanted to die in Rocky 5. This is called Rocky. So I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to die in the ring. I don't know how many people are out there that saw it opening day to not know any spoilers, because that would have gone out so fast, right? That Rocky dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know about it. And also, that would be the biggest bummer. Like, that just does not fit the theme of this film at all.
It doesn't, but there was a part of me that's like, oh, I think Sly kind of did that on purpose. Just a little bit of a...
Sure.
I didn't think that when I saw it, but that said, I think your take there is totally reasonable. That is a totally reasonable interpretation.
Because it's very Apollo-esque, right? Don't stop this for nothing.
Yeah, it could have been a very purposeful misdirect on Sly's part to toy with you, Ryan.
I just feel Dixon's too much of a pussy to land a kill blow. Like, I don't think that's what it takes. You know,
that's the problem. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of the problem. Had he fought Floyd Mayweather, then it'd be a different story.
Mm-hmm. What helps me, because this is not my favorite movie, but I really like how they've carefully, not too much, but shown flashbacks to his prior life with Adrian and other fights and stuff.
Hope,
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice freeze on Geraldine Hughes here.
Yeah.
She's looking good. Very mature, beautiful.
Yeah. She's a lovely woman. Yeah, she's no Angie, but
no one is, Ryan. No one is.
You can do it.
One more round, we go home.
Okay, then do it.
There's an old saying that every great champion has one great fight left in it, and Rocky is proving it so far.
Come on, let's go, guys. Touch him up.
Rocco, the last round of your life.
Come on, guys.
The last round.
I want to say something quick, too.
Paulie does have a cigar.
It's not lit, though.
I think cigar people just have them in their mouth.
Larry Holmes's last fight was against Eric Butterbean. I don't know if you guys... Butterbean's this huge fat guy, but he's
really with a name like Butterbean?
Yeah.
The press probably called him Butterball.
But I'm sure they did. But he was notorious. He was pretty good fighter.
Okay.
Well, he's not that good. He's not gonna be the champ. Anyways, Larry Holmes fought him. But Larry Holmes is in his 40s, and he had a fucking ring of fat around him and stuff. And it was sad. It was sad watching it. He still won because he's a way higher caliber fighter than Eric Butterbean. But what I was going to say here is I think one of the reasons why this fight isn't hokey also is that Sly Stallone looks the part. He is fit. He isn't flabby here. Has lost some elasticity. Has more kind of varicose veins and stuff. He looks old, but he's in incredibly good shape. He has
I'll
abs.
take a 59-year-old that looks like that any day.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Had Sly been out of shape and tried this?
Yeah.
If he looked more like a normal 59-year-old who worked out, but he had a bit of a paunch still and some love handles, and I think it'd be dude, what the fuck are you doing? I just noticed that when Paulie said, "Well, this is the last round of your life," I'm I could see all of his abs right now.
Yeah.
He looks legit here.
Some what do you call it? HGH?
HGH.
Yeah, human growth hormone. Yeah.
Yeah, head growth hormone. Yeah.
No, Sly eats his spinach every day.
Yeah.
That's why he is so strong.
Like your Popeye.
Yeah.
Touch him up. You a crazy old man. You'll get there.
Yeah, I love that line. I use that. I use that all the time. People make fun of me my age. I'm in the Navy here. Now there's a lot of people who put it this way. There's some people I work with that weren't born when I joined, right? So they'll often and that's fine. They make that's my comeback though. Is anyone that makes fun of my age is if you're lucky is what I add. If you're lucky, you'll get there. That's the whole point.
Good for you. I'm glad that's your response.
You are a grandpa too, which does fit into the old man persona.
We should start calling you Gramps.
I'm a proud grandpa, but that's what I mean. It's you want to get there. I just started the timeline before you. We all want to get older. If you don't want to get older, then I maybe question your mental health. Honestly, we all should want to get older. But you'll get there. That's what he's saying. You'll get there, but enjoy your life right now. Yeah.
And it's a very respectful. It's very Rocky.
You'll get there. Yeah, you could see Mason actually kind of likes him a bit more at this point.
Oh yeah.
He
come around. He respects him now.
Well, yeah, because he's not also saying you stupid old man. He's no, you'll get there, man.
I wonder if Mason as a child cheered for Rocky in fights and stuff. You don't.
No, he was a Apollo fan. I'm not going to say why, but he was an Apollo fan.
Yeah, why, right? Maybe he's a Clubber Lang guy.
Everybody likes Rocky.
Not Clubber.
Let's go.
10th round of a scheduled 10. Who would ever have dreamed that Rocky Balboa would still be in this, quote, exhibition against the heavyweight champion of the world?
You can do it, come on!
This fight is as though Dixon got on-the-job training and courage.
Cover up!
They're both in a pain-free zone. These guys are fighting in another dimension right now.
Belief. Balboa just walking straight into Dixon's punches. Target practice for Dixon.
I do like how the commentators are, I do like how the commentators refer to the fact that Rocky's fighting style. He's walking right into the punches.
Punching the man.
Yeah,
Nothing
like
new.
He's done his whole career.
Nice.
Okay, so here's that big scene where he goes down and he goes, "What did you tell the kid?" We'll play it through, and I want to hear your thoughts if it's effective or not.
What is it you said to the kid? It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. And keep moving forward. How much you can take. And keep moving forward.
The symbolism of him seeing Adrian's grave, that's the hardest thing he's ever had to take. And he's moving forward. So it's both in the ring and in his life.
I never caught on to that. But I think that's
good.
Spot on.
My thoughts. This is our first. Did we talk about this? This is our first time in the Rocky franchise that we hear Rocky's inner thoughts.
Did he have it in 5? Why did I think that?
Yeah, well, he had Mickey's voice in his head.
We see his thoughts. We see his nature's smarter than people think, but he says it out loud. So if you were in the gym with him, you'd hear Rocky talking out loud.
Well, no, but what about like when he got knocked down by Tommy Gunn in the street, and then Mickey's like, "Come on, kid, get up! Mickey loves you." Like that. Again, that's in Rocky's mind, right?
Yeah,
and then the train starts glowing, and
I bet it. Once AI gets better, I'm going to have that train run over Mickey.
Yeah.
That being said, no, this is the first time we hear Rocky's voice in his head as he's thinking in that moment.
It is.
That we hear as an audience. This is what Rocky's thinking in that moment. Yeah.
I also love the way like Rocky.
Yeah.
And he calls him the kid.
Yeah, what do you do, the kid? What's his name again?
Yeah.
Where's the kid? Why is he aged 5 years? I don't understand. They had brain damage. I forget how old he was. I don't know.
What do you say, the kid? You got to eat your breakfast of champions. Oh wait, wrong movie. Which movie am I on?
Yeah.
Don't tell your mother, she doesn't understand French too good. Which movie am I on?
To my kid at home.
Oh man,
we should be in bed.
That would be funny again if you could use like AI voice and have him like quote all the wrong movies in that moment. What did you say to the kid? So it's drawing back on like Carl Weathers / Apollo when he couldn't believe that he got up again. It's that same kind of moment of like, I don't believe he's back up again. I can't believe it. It's not a bad slow-mo getting up.
No, the music was different, which I didn't like.
That one.
Stop moving those hands.
Less than 2 minutes to go. Crowd is astonished that Balboa got up. He begs for Dixon to punish him some more and retaliates with.
You so bad. I kind of want, like a funny version of this.
All these last rounds are kind of the same.
No, what do you mean, Kyle?
Okay, so the last round of every Rocky fight generally involves the other guy punching Rocky uncontested for like a minute. And then Rocky basically explodes back and like there'll be a little bit of exchange back and forth. And then Rocky will have several punches that lands the knockout.
Well,
which of course is not going to happen here. Yeah.
He has the stamina, like wear them out. Like he can't go 10 rounds with you.
Yeah. He has to let the guy punch himself out for a minute and then he explodes.
Are you guys serious with this?
Oh yeah. Look at those lips.
Think she's kind of cute. She not this frame. She looks like a little.
I love how we get like Sly gives us one less shot of Angie. I appreciate that, Sly. Thank you.
Imagine that woman, like though, because they kind of just picked her off the street, from my understanding, right? That she's in this movie that like millions of people are seeing. Like that's kind of. I wonder like how that changed her life.
Oh, she's probably sticking around a barrel, right? She's probably around a barrel right now. What's that?
Yeah.
If that were me, I'd be like, oh, they make me look like a skank.
Well, life and art.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think Rocky and like Little Marie did anything that night in the hotel to celebrate? Nothing? Like nothing?
No,
happened?
man.
All right.
She's like family. I don't know.
She's there to hug him and
I guess so. Of course, now it's music still playing, but it's a big walkout. It's life and art and life, split decision. We know it goes to.
Oh, God. Rocky in these fucking split decisions. I understand that Rocky had to win some rounds because of Mason's broken hand and stuff, but You don't have to make it a split decision all the time.
It elongates the anticipation
Yes,
of.
that's great.
They also did a split decision in the first Creed movie where he lost by split decision. Oh, God, I hate split decisions.
What's his name? Cutman? Stitch?
Yep.
Yes, Stitch is there.
So, of course, this is Life and Art and Life. This is sort of the cast and crew hugging Sly / the Rocky character. That's the, Spider Rico to Burt Young. That's Life, and that's the audience. Milo Ventimiglia coming and saying, Dad, go back out there. That's unscripted, if I remember the commentary. And that's Milo saying, go, and Burt saying, go back out there, Sly, and say goodbye to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
This is just Sly being Sly here. And
I love that.
Yeah.
Aww.
So that's Sly just being Sly. And that's the crowd being real, saying, hey, Sly, thanks for all the years of Rocky, which is very sweet and kind.
His life's work.
I really wish I could have been in that crowd cheering.
Of course.
Cool.
Yeah, I would love to know. Talk to anyone that was there. We haven't really got any real insight. See, that's just Sly being Sly. That's what I kind of like about this moment. It's meta. It's very meta.
It would be kind of disappointing too, because you wouldn't see that fight the way we saw it, right? It'd be like, okay, cut, we're gonna try that again. You know what I mean? Like, but still, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to be like Rocky.
They probably did the crowd shot stuff, reactionary stuff, probably all in the front, and then the close up stuff. They might have had a minimal crowd, just so not keeping 40,000 people. But I don't know. That's what
they had to sign some sort of a NDA or whatever.
No, they don't have to because they filmed 3 different endings.
Okay.
It wouldn't matter. Everyone could
thought of that was like
they don't have to sign anything because it's like
it's true.
People can say, I don't know what we saw 3 different endings, so we'll have to see in the theaters which one.
But either way, they saw 3 outcomes. They could have spoiled it's going to be one of these 3 things. I still think they probably had to sign something, but
how does that spoil it though? Because it's like obviously like he could either win, lose, or
you know how the movie could end. Like you are seeing the movie before the movie is out, and you could tell people what could happen.
I don't think this. Remember, this is before social media too. Don't forget, like there wasn't really a big platform for maybe some Reddit board or what they call those things, forums.
Sure.
But I'm sure they just said the same thing. Like I don't know what the ending is, and people are like, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We know he's alive. Like you were saying the dead thing. Like say he died, someone would have said something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I do love this shot. It's this is a real unscripted shot. That's the guy I want to talk to. Who's the guy that held Rocky's hand for the final shot? That's a legit shot there. The true exit.
I could have done nothing without you. Yo, Adrian, we did it. We did it.
Maybe he's referring to him and Little Marie. We did it. Yo, Adrian, we actually did it the whole time.
If I died, I'd want my wife to be with someone else.
I've told Becca, she's 8 years younger than me too. So let's just say heaven forbid I die at 70.
Mm-hmm.
She's only 62. Like you could still have another 20 years with somebody. Yeah, I know. And here's this the much talked about scene because he fades away. So the reason why I like this is because it leads us to believe that he's reunited in our fandom mind that he's now with Adrian. Because whatever the events are after this movie, Creed doesn't exist, the films, whatever the events are in this movie, that's why it's such a nice bookend film. And I get Sly's hesitation to do the Creed films. I get it, because that sequence there of him fading away is to indicate that it's whatever happens on Earth now, he's with Adrian at the end. So that's my poetic outro. I'm going to close it here. We'll show the people running up the steps just in the background as we talk and read emails. We all get it. People running up the steps and having a good time. But thoughts on the closer, guys?
Adrian was everything. I mean, from the get-go. So it's to your point, it being a good bookend, but it closed with him and Adrian again.
Yeah. Like it's the poster that shows them walking out together. Right, which we don't see in the film, but yeah, I couldn't agree more, Katie. It has to be him and Adrian at the end, no question. And that music, man, like that
Adrian's theme, yeah,
like it's just that music has so much meaning to you. I have watched this film with people who were not Rocky people, like they had heard of Rocky and stuff. In general, they really liked it. Like
the sixth one, you mean, Kyle?
Okay. It resonates, I think, with people on some level, even if you're not a Rocky person. But if you are a Rocky person, you put this music out, man, it's hard to fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
You still can, but it's harder.
I don't think this series would be what it is without the iconic music. It plays such a big role.
Yeah, and they paid next to nothing for it too. Like I think it was like $25K or something.
Oh wow.
He's like, the budget was really small, and it's like you really got your money's worth out of that.
Royalties, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure. I guess they do have to pay every time they use it. Maybe, I don't know.
Louise, we won't have that kind of talk on our show. Rocky probably did his patented predatory maneuver into a corner, kissed her weirdly as they crumbled to the ground. How dare you?
With the
now,
headstone?
Marie's a straight kid. She did that to him. She's like, "You're not leaving here, Rock."
Yeah.
Actually, that would be more likely. She's like, "I've had enough of this.
I've had enough of this. Yeah, enough of the teasing." Yeah. Okay. Well, again, guys, this is the we're done. We're done with the film series. Is done. We are done. We are not going back. There's no final bell, round 15, whatever you want to call it. We are done the Rocky series. Check out Going the Distance, the Rocky podcast, if you want to hear our Creed coverage, because we did that together already. That's why we stopped here. Is we already did the Creed coverage together as a threesome. So that's partly why we did this whole. Because Katie came later, Kyle's been there since the beginning. So this was our the reason why I did the one more round was I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts, and hopefully I didn't talk too much, but I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts of the whole series together and bounce things off. And we had some great discussion, which we'll get into the wrap up. I'm sorry, I'll save that for the wrap up. But any final thoughts before we close up shop here?
We did it.
I just want to say one